less than 20 miles from downtown Los Angeles at the StubHub Center in Carson. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Chargers getting set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
21.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going underneath for Gordon. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Gordon on 1st down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Fresh set of downs here. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Hunt. And goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Get up!
On second down, Ryan. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Now Dan Carpenter. His career long is 60 yards, so he's got a big leg. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Second down following the incompletion. They run with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now it's Hunt. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go now.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
On third down, that's Hunt. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he's able to put it through. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Get up.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Watch it now, Barney.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he slides to avoid the hit. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Good! Back down! Here we go now. Leopard!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. Who fumbles the ball inside the money zone? You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This is Gordon on the dump off. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion. Almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Corey Legion in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returning, it's Benjamin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Steps away to his left. And incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And now here comes Kansas City. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. On second down, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Here we go now.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
And he's into the end zone. Chargers touchdown. Dan Carpenter now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back. Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady. Get those gains and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Chiefs on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll run again with Hunt. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Get up.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Going underneath for Gordon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He's back to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Back to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Back to throw.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw again. Hogan. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here we go.
To throw on third down. Hogan. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Chargers are going to win this thing. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A great...